don't know. I think I'm on. Let me check. Oh, hi. Okay, I can see your messages now. Same again. New setup round 2. Can't see. Okay. Hi. Can you guys hear me okay? Hello. Oh, right. Okay, I can hear myself now. Seriously, I have a technical problem. I can't get it linked to the computer, but seems like working. So today is a new setup again. So it's a split screen. So you can see this little girl that we made last week. So today we're going to make a little boy to go with her. And I'm thinking I might do a kind of like a more makeup on her. If I do that, I will probably do a YouTube video and I'll put it on YouTube as a part 2 of this little girl tutorial. So who is here? Hello, Vima. Hola from Peru, Maria. Hello, Lisa. Hola, Vicky. Hi from Portugal. Hi, Sarah. Hola, Raquel. Hi, Polly. Hi, Tracy. Thank you. Hi, Olivia from Peru. Okay, so today I think, am I still in frame? But doesn't matter now. So we are going to, I think we're going to dive straight onto the tutorial because today can't sort out the camera, but thank you for joining me. Hello from Brazil. Hi, Nicole. Okay, so I'm going to change the view to just her. So I am not making her, I'm making a little boy to go with her today. So I am using Saracino modeling paste, still Saracino. Same. And I have blue, white, brown, and some skin color. So I have her there is because I want to use her as a scale, so I don't need to kind of like doing a similar scale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make him, and then I probably will put like kind of bandages around him or something. How is everyone? Hi from Mexico, Wayne. Okay. So I am going to make a similar size. So I'm going to use her as a guide. So when you're at home, if you have made a model already, which is really good because you can just kind of like, oh, that is the cake lace we use on her dress, but the lighting kind of like not showing it. So I can just kind of make sure that they are similar. It doesn't matter. I mean, if the shoe is a bit big, it's okay, I think. So I will need 2 of these, the same size. I think this is quite similar size. So roll out a ball. Well, I think I can. the camera down a little. I think like this. Yeah, that's better. So 2 similar size ball. Then make sure all the color is mixed. Hi from Italy. Hi, hi, hi. Right, then you will want to, if your hand is sticky, use some corn flour. And then you want to roll it into kind of like an oval shape. I think that one is longer, but it's okay. You can make it work. Nah, too long. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that, so I will put away paste. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly press down, flatten it a little bit. Then I am going to get a little bit of white paste. Hi from India. Hi, hi. Right, my hand is already blue, so I'm not going to need the white paste too much. I'm just going to kind of put it there. It's kind of gonna roll it like this. It's quite sticky today. I mean, it's good that it's not raining, because if it is raining, then you guys will have a hard time to hear me, because of I have a skylight here. So get yourself a little circle cutter. Hopefully that is wide enough for 2. Like that. Now I'm just going to leave it there. And then we are going to get some water. And then at the front of the blue paste. So we want to do kind of like a little kind of Converse kind of trainers or shoe. I am not going to tidy up the base, because it's going, you're not going to see anyway. So make sure all your edges is covered, and then press that down. Oh, I haven't got any down there. Right, so that's the front of the shoe. Then do the same to the other side. Hi, Joe. Now you can, I'm going to cheat, but you can, how to say, you can put kind of two, like one slice to the back and make a kind of like, how to say, side of the shoe, but I'm going to cheat, I'm not going to. So I'm going to show you what I am going to do. Right, just make sure all the edges are stick down. And if it is wet, then put some corn flour to dry off the watermark. The corn flour you can get rid of when you finish. You use a steamer or use a dry brush. That normally works, dry brush. Right, so now after I've done that, I am going to slightly press down the front, like there. Like that. So slightly down there. Okay, so it's kind of like that. Then you use a tool like this, and then you're gonna go from here and then do a kind of like a dent like that. And then push the dent back in like that. Do the same to the other side. Can you see? The light is okay, right? Right, do a dent like that. Can you see? And then you press that back in and that in there. So it kind of create like the side of the shoe for you. So this is a cheat way of me making a kind of like a cute doll shoe. I mean, if you have time, you can give it a white trim on the side, but I'm not going to. And then continue to go to the back of the shoe. Just a little dent. Okay, it's quite sticky on my hand. Hi, from Peru, hi. So quite a few people are from Peru today. Right, so after you done that, leave that on the side. Oh, actually, no. Then, I think like kind of halfway, or more than halfway, it's kind of like you imagine that's the front of the shoe. Then you want the back here is where you put your stick down for the leg. So I will kind of like halfway give it a cut there. And then give it a cut on the side. Then I will slightly use the knife to lift it. So that will become the, do you call it the tongue? The tongue of the shoe? Kind of like an illusion. Slightly give it a pinch. But if I get closer, can you see? So on the side, it looked like this. Right, so do the same to the other side. But this is how I cheat with making shoe from just without any kind of steps really. So same again on the side, from there do a indent to the side like that. Same again, do a dent. It doesn't matter if they are not the same, because you know it's okay if they don't look exactly the same, because like it's handmade, it's not from a mold. So once you've done that, press it back in. Continue, do a little round dent at the back. Besides, you can't find a mold this small anyway. So I will kind of hold that next to that one. Then you know where to cut your tongue of the shoe, kind of there. So same again. Wow, my hand is sticky. Cut, give it a cut there. Give it a cut there and there, right on the edge. Then use your knife, slightly lift it up. Okay. So, if it got squashed, just elongate it with your hand. So make sure they're kind of like the same length. Okay. So I'm happy with that so far. Maybe that can be taller. Okay. Then you want to get yourself some white paste, which I have on the side. And cut some strips. Or you can roll out sausages. Should I roll out sausage? No, I cut because I got it here. Oh, you can't see. Okay, hold up. Let me actually move that down a little bit more. Ah, okay. And I don't want that one. So I think I'm just going to cut kind of like 2 strips for both sides, just for the shoelace, I guess. The only thing with doing this way is sometimes when you cut it, it's not level, so you got like uneven thickness. Just try to get it as neat as possible. Okay, so I think that should be enough. Then add some water, like 2 lines of water, and cut the edge. One. So you want it right across the line. Ooh, right. water. Right, if the front is uneven, use your knife to slightly push the paste in place. Okay, so a tiny little one. First one. So do the other one. I think I could make it a little bit longer. Just a little bit. Okay. You can use water or edible glue. Okay, we do the bottom one first as it accidentally stick. That one is thinner than the others. Oh. Right, use this side. It's quite fiddly when things are so small. Okay, I think that's okay. Right, so she's done. Hello from Portugal. Hi. Right, the plus thing with this is I can see your messages clearly. Okay, so now we are going to move on to look at the mess already. Right, let me put this on the side. And put her on there. Now we want to have. You need to prepare yourself 2 sticks, preferably same height. So you want like halfway into the body. Doesn't have to be all the way because the head and the body will be connected with another stick. Then pre-poke the hole where you want it to be, slightly at an angle. Or you don't have to have an angle because this one the body is not heavy, so you can go straight down, but ideally slightly at an angle. I think that's okay. Now you have done that, you can, or actually leave that for now, because we are going to, let me clean my hand first. My hand is quite dirty. We're going to move on to using the skin color. Is my hand back on? Is everyone still there? I don't know why my screen has frozen. That's really odd. Okay, I think we are still online. Okay, so now we are going to grab some skin color. we are going to give him a skinny leg. Caroline. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Just odd. So what you want is you want your leg to be kind of like there. You don't want it to be any thicker than that. So now give it a chop. And remember, I say I want to make kind of similar size to her. So her leg is actually quite short, like maybe slightly taller than her. I'm not sure. So we'll see when it finish. So just tiny little bit like that. I'll save that for the hand or something. If it's squashed, then move it back like that. Right. They're both blunt. Okay. Then ideally, when you do something like that, get one which have a pointy end, and then kind of twist the paste. And then when you come to the other side, because you're twisting it, it's not going to stick to the paste. Okay, come back out. Slightly off center, but it's okay. I use the off center for the top. Same again, do the other side. Okay, so now it's done. It's a bit kind of weird looking, right? Okay, now we are going to put them in. I'm not going to put water in yet because wait, let me enter from here. So I choose the center one for the base. Then once I do that, I kind of make sure that is where it is. I'll put that for now. Right, so I kind of like, and now you know where it is, then you can add water to it, because you don't need to add water to the polystyrene, isn't it? So you just want water where the paste is. That one fall down already. Okay, so now once you've done that, you see it's not quite nice, so you give it a little roll on the table. To even it out. Right. I think that's okay. And then that one as well. Right, now you have done that, get yourself a kind of like a stick as well. So you pre-poke the hole there. So what you want to do is you want to sunk all the middle bit there, just slightly, so that when your skin color leg go in, it kind of go into the shoe. So like that. You use the back of this or back of your paintbrush is fine. So slightly press it down where inner side of the edge. So something like that. Then now we want to kind of poke through it. Do the same because we're going to put that in a minute. Right, once you do that, move it up a little actually. Push that down. Add some water where they're going to join. Right, make sure you got no paste coming out at the bottom. One. And then push that back down. So something like this. Push the bit that come out back in the shoe because you don't want it into the polystyrene. Otherwise, when you move it out, it might stick to your polystyrene. Okay, once you do that, remember to put some glue where they're going to join together. Right. Something like this. I mean, you can move it like this to give it more. And then slightly press it in because when you are moving it, it becomes kind of like wider. So give it so like that. Ah, my brother's here. Hi, hi, hi. Super clear. Yes, much better now. Julian, I'm little like. Good. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Okay, so now we can move on to the kind of a little pens. Same again. I am going to cheat. Right, so because I want to make similar height to her, so her kind of like his shorts is actually quite short, and then his body is like that. So it's half of that, but I think we will need just a touch more. Right, okay, so now we will roll out a ball. Everything starts from a ball, really. Well, for me. About Julian, about miniature. Yes, miniature is really good, but it does, if you want it to look good, it does take a little bit of time. But because I'm doing live, so most of the time I have skipped a few steps. So for example, if you really want your shoe to look good, you need to have a bowl there. So often when I finish doing live, I will put more details on the dolls. That's why I always say when I finish, I'll put a finished picture onto the page. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 sausage and then I'm going to join them together. So I'm going to cut like that because I want like sharp end. Then I'm going to cut there kind of in half so you can see how is it going to look. What I'm going to do is choose the flat bottom. Then what you want is you want to kind of get yourself this kind of stuff, or you can use the back of your paintbrush. And then what you want to do, put it on the table, both of them. You see, I haven't mixed the color properly, but it doesn't matter. It can be the style of the shoe. Then slightly press that, like that, so that the leg can get inside. And then I will slightly pinch the edge, so it gives an illusion that is kind of thin. And that gives a little bit movement of the pants as well. So actually it's upside down like this. So slightly like this. If you don't want it wavy, then you put it back onto the table, kind of give it a rub. And then after you finish, give it a little roll. Oh God. So it looked like this upside down, okay? I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to do it on the other side. Melanie, really? Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so continue with this. So we create a little thin edge. Then give it a little rub on the table. Okay, so now we got both sides like this. Hi from Peru. Quite a lot of you are from Peru today. Hi from Netherlands. Okay, now we can put some water there on the top. Some there. I think the stick is actually still quite long. We're going to cut it in a minute. Use the same method. Go through with a stick to pre-drill the hole. Drill or poke through. Twisting motion. I mean, I am making an illusion of a pair of trousers. I mean, there are other ways to do it, but with this, because we're going to have some bandages around him after, so I am not so bothered if how to say it, how it look. Put it that way. But I mean, you can use this method and then you can achieve how you want it to look. So this is how it look. I haven't pressed it down yet because I want to see how it look first. Right. So you see it's quite wide, isn't it? So now we are going to squash them. Right, I am happy with that. So slightly press it down. You can add a bit of socks there when you have time at home. If you're doing it at home, that will be more believable, because no socks is okay. Some people wear trainers with no socks. Okay, so now it's like this. We don't want it like box squares, do we? So I am going to put some water. Look, it sticks already naturally because the paste is still damp. So put some water there. Squish it together. Now we're talking. So it looks like this. That side is a bit short, then you can drag the paste down a little. Right, I think I am quite happy with that. Now, so it's like that. So remember, they're kind of similar height. So I want the top is kind of to there, and that is far too long. So I'm going to cut it now. Right, someone put Liana. Thank you. I have translated. Thank you. Okay, so now I say that it's a bit too long, so I'm going to cut it just a bit shorter. Ideally, it's kind of like halfway or 1/3 in, like, no, 1/3, 2/3 into the body. Oh God, it go everywhere. It's okay. Right. Then you see this here. Add some water into the empty space there. And then you want to kind of press it in. It wouldn't, I don't think it will move anywhere, but it's kind of like a peace of mind that you know you kind of, oh, I have put glue or water in and it will stick. Okay, now we are going to move on to the top. There are quite a lot of people have private messaged me and say like, oh, I want to learn this, I want to learn that. I understand, but sometimes you have to understand, because there are lots of free tutorial out there, and I don't want to. I'll try not to, and if I'm doing something, I'll make sure it's not the same, because I think it's just out of respect. I won't teach what someone have taught exactly the same, especially like flowers and stuff, because I mean, people do pay to go and learn, and if I give out for free, then it's kind of like it's not very nice for the people who I mean, it's same as well to me. It's like this is how I earn my living, so I don't want to give out for free. Then if you learn it for free, then you don't need to buy others people classes. Then I'm kind of like taking others people earning away. So bear in mind, I will try to show you guys how I do stuff as much as possible, but there are some videos I cannot, and I cannot do it for free, especially like some of the flowers and stuff. I mean, of course there are free video for other tutorials, paid tutorials, but I personally will not teach what other people like classes if it is a paid classes. Don't know if I explained myself properly. Anyway, so we roll out a ball, then we kind of measure the height of it. Same again, you slightly kind of flatten it. I don't want it to go like straight down, kind of like a slight acorn shape. Like that, but then I think that is too tall. Let me see. Yeah, definitely too tall. So I'm going to cut there. It might be too short now. Oh, I think it's okay. Right, slightly bring it back in like that. Think if it is too much like that, it look like it have a belly then. Then I'll flatten it. Like that. Then same again, I will use the same method, slightly pinch the edge, make it kind of a little bit taller on the side. And then give it a little roll if it kind of become too ruffly. Okay. Then add some water. Oh, and make sure your stick will not come out on the side. Then ideally your trousers kind of like the how to say, the shape of the trousers not wider than here. So sometimes it does happen, so squish it a bit more. Okay. Last week I tried to model a cute baby bear, but I made a horror movie bear. No, I'm sure it's better than that. I think sometimes we are too hard on ourselves. I mean, of course you have to aim high, but I think sometimes we are too harsh on what we made. So I'm sure you have done a good job. Good job. Okay, so now I'm not going to put any water in. I'm going to put water down there once it's down, because I'm just worried that I'm not happy with where it is, or kind of like off-sided. If it come out, then I have to pull it back out, so I'll push it in like this. Okay, I think it look okay. So when you push it, it might squish the body, so tap it back in and make sure like kind of flat. Then once you're happy with, I'm kind of happy with it, I will add some water down there. Because you kind of push it in onto the stick, it will stick to the stick already. So that part you don't need to worry. It's just where this joint is. You can put some water down. Right. So now we kind of put it next to her. Okay. Give it a pinch like this. So make it like a long rectangular shape. happy with that. And I forgot to say, give yourself this tool. I love this tool. I use it a lot. And then just give it some stitch line to make it more believable. Both sides. And then you can also give it a pocket. Like that. By doing all this stuff, you're kind of getting more details to the figure. I mean, it's up to you if you want to do some there. I'm not going to do any there now. Then you have you have this left, so I'm going to hola hola. Hola hola. Sabrina and Paula. Hi hi. Okay, and then now we're going to make the sleeves. Rubble. Actually, we're going to elongate both ends. Look how dirty my hand is because of the blue paste. So sorry guys. Right, we're going to slightly do this. And then we're going to cut it in half. We are going to use the same method. Same again, you can use this or you can use the back of your toothbrush, not paintbrush, what I mean is. Slightly kind of go like this. Same again, pinch the edge. Do that to the other side. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then we are going to have the arm. Remember we have this earlier? So we are going to use it again. And we can use her as a guide. Then you want his arm to be similar size. So that is slightly thick. So he is, well, she is so far about on the top of her head, in like to there, is about 11 centimeters. So now I want to make it more even. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Philomena. Manuel? Hi from Jordan. Hi, hi. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so we have that. Then we want to kind of like, well, basically, because this is not to scale, so it does not really matter if the arm is too long or too short. But if it is too short, then it look weird. So in general, our hands is kind of like above, not above the knee, but kind of midway the thigh. So it's kind of like there, the length of our arms normally. So it's kind of like there. And I know I'm going to cut a bit more off because we have the sleeves, but I'm going to cut it in that length for now. Always have a little bit more paste for yourself so that you can kind of cut it off after. I mean, if you have it too short, then you cannot add to it. Right, so we are going to kind of press that. I like to do my hand same time because I always make one and then I end up make the same one again because left and right. But I guess you can turn it over, but I just don't know. I like to do it at the same time. So I'll cut one over there. Oh, you can't see. Okay. Let me move it back up. Cut one there. And then cut it there. So I'll do the same to the other side. Cut one there. And then there. I am not going to cut any fingers because I think the bandage is going to hide it anyway. But make sure your edges is round. Okay. When you do this, you can kind of pinch it, like pinch, and then make it longer if it is too short. Then kind of like there, slightly give it a little kind of rub. So just a slight curve there. So you don't want any kind of steps on the hand. So make sure that is done. Right, so thumbs in, our thumbs are in. So that's far too long, so we have that there. And then that's too long, so what we want is we want to cut that bit off. Like that. Then what you want is you want to slightly pinch the end. Like that. Do it for both sides. Okay. So now what I want is, I haven't decided. Maybe, no. Yeah, I will have the hands up, I think. Okay, so it will look a bit odd, but we'll try. If it's odd, then we can change it. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a bit like this. Stick that there. Look a bit weird. Okay, I'm happy with that. So slightly press that in, like that, there. Okay, then what we want is we want to have a piece of wire from there to there. So I'm going to get some wire. I think I am going to use again 24 gauge because it's kind of like bendable and it can remain the shape. Right, so it's kind of like a curve. Let me put it in first. So I will have this halfway. Oh, that is cute. I don't know how. Well, I can't read your language, but thank you for the rabbits. Right, so what I want is I want something like this. So I will bend the wire curve. I think I might need to cut the wire more, but we will see. So I think something like this, but I think that is like that. Okay, so now we put some glue on. And then, oh, you see the paper, if it come away, throw it away because it doesn't matter, you don't need the paper on the wire. I think we can move, we have the wire to that point and then we can have this hand movable. Right, definitely that is too long, so I'm going to cut it. You might need a support for it. It all depends on your paste. Right, so something like that. And then get a long nose plier to help yourself. And then you want some water on the wire and some water where the arm is. Then you push it in all the way. Make sure the wire is not too long come out on the back, so it's not coming out on the back. So something like this. So it's an illusion of the arm. Okay, so we will do the same to the other side. It doesn't have to be exactly the same height. So we can just bend it. Very lucky it was raining really heavily earlier. I was like, oh no, because if it rained really heavy, then I won't be able to do live because the skylight will be too loud. Well, I can do live, but then you just won't hear me talking. So now the sun, oh, so you see I poke it out, just push it back in. Okay. And then use your hand to smooth the bit which poke out. It's fine. Where is it? Okay, it's when you bend it, you kind of feel, you can feel where the wire is. Okay, I can see it now. Okay, so it's something like this, and same again, it is too long, so we're going to give it a cut. And then put some water where the, I'll turn it like this so you can see, so when the sleeve is, and then put some water there. Now, so you know, left and right, we always have one side we do things easier, so this is my difficult side, so I will turn when I put it in. They always say do the difficult side first, but I always forgot to do the difficult side first. Oh no! Okay, now because the contact point, I call it contact point, the paste there underneath the arm, it go into the sleeve. That's why the wire will stay up straight away, because sometimes when your contact point is thin, then the water is still wet, then it will make the paste just turn. It won't stay where you want it to be. But I'm quite happy with it. It's okay, I think. It's kind of like, ooh. Okay, now we're going to move on, and before I move on actually, we will use the same method. We'll do that for the neck to go in. I mean, you see she have no neck, because I was going to give her a collar, but then now I'm thinking, no, it's okay. Without the neck, she still look okay. And without the collar, it's still okay, because I don't want too much there because her hair is in the way. So with him, I think I need to give him a little neck. So the bit that we cut off earlier, now you change to using a smaller cocktail stick. I mean, it doesn't even have to be that long, because sometimes the stick inside the body, when you push this in, it will be in the way. I mean, some people do the whole thing in one go, but with this structure, we can do it in parts. So I don't think it need to be that long. We can cut it shorter. Kind of 1/3, I guess. Then let me move this away. Okay, then I will just cut a little. That will do. You can give it another. Maybe I can do it now actually. You can give it a little line. You can use a round cutter, but I don't have this size, I don't think. So do a little collar for him. Okay. Okay, so I am happy with that, and then we are going to pre-poke the hole. Okay, I'm happy with that. Then we're going to do that. Same again. Twisting motion. And this time I'm going to have this side in. Then put some water in there. into the pre-poke hole, a little bit on the contact point. Okay, like this. Now you can have the head. You don't have to use the head or paste. It's kind of like that size. But I think that's enough. Yeah, you don't have to use all paste. You can have polystyrene ball inside the paste, so the head will be lighter. Julia, the witch is adorable. Thanks. Right, so this is straight from the top, so it's a bit tough. Roll out a ball. Similar size to her, which is good. And then make a dent on to the cornflower pouch so that the back of the head is not too flat. Then we will do the same we always do. We use a little tool, anything, just round like this, no mark, smooth. And then it's kind of like, if I go like this, I think it look better there. Kind of like one, no, I say halfway. Oh, go like that. So that is kind of like tell you where your eye is. Same again, you probably won't see much of this because we got bandages in a minute. Right, so we don't want any harsh line. Get rid of all the harsh line. And then we want to leave the middle. So just right, you don't want the face too wide, so make sure you push it back in. So something like this. Especially the forehead, you don't want it too much. So something like this. Slightly press underneath the nose. We're gonna do a little nose anyway. Right, like that. I think because he's a boy, I am going to do a little button nose. Get yourself a tiny little kind of paste, like that. Little ball, like little oval shape. Then, let me move that. Get some water. And then put it the highest point of the face. So a little nose for him. Then right, hold on. it's moving. The worst thing you want is it kind of move around. Then now you want to get yourself some edible bubbles for the eyes. I mean, if you have time, you can give it some kind of like a white at the background so that it look like a proper eye, but we can just make it look like a doll here. Julian, what is in your toolkit to create those amazing miniature? Do you shop online in most of them? I find Michael's can be expensive and I try to use the 40-50% code. Ah, Michael, so you are from America? I think to make things, to be honest, when I make things, when I use miniature, oh, this is not a good one. When you're making miniatures, you'll be surprised. A toothpick can get you a long way. I use most of my stuff using toothpick. Or you can get a stainless steel tool, which is similar. It looks similar to a toothpick. And oh, sorry. And my go-to tool is always this one. I mean, Sir Art do some very nice, I think it's an Italian company. They do some very nice tools, but I never get around to buy a set. So, yeah, you can have a look on that website. But tools-wise, you don't really need a lot of different tools. I think it's, you just need to practice more. Once you know your method, anything you put in your hand, you can make it work for you, honest. But of course, if you can afford to have nice tools, then always is a plus. Right, so let me see. They similar size. They look okay. Then I'll press it in. Right, you want it kind of flat to the surface. Okay. Then now we are going to hold on a second. I forgot I need some pink paste. Ah, Canada, yes. I know quite a lot of you guys buy your material from Michael. Betty, I'm sneaking in from work again. Yes, please watch it back. If you guys like this video, please share for me. Right, okay, so now I have some, because I want him to have a happy face, I guess. So it's quite often you use this method with all the dolls. So use this. You don't have to, but I always use this because it's quick. And then you can do that straight away. Just a happy face. I like a happy face. Then I will just use a little bit, tiny bit of pink. Thank you very much, and I will use toothpick. Try it first, especially into the tiny corners and places you kind of like use a motion, kind of like that kind of motion, roll it, and then you can drag the paste. I mean, if you can get some silicone tool with the pointy, like the toothpick shape as well, like the tip of it. Okay, now we do that, then just flatten it a little. So I'm gonna give him a little stick out tongue. Okay, then probably there. And some water. Let me pick up this one. No. Okay. Kind of like you want to stick the paste into the groove. Maybe a bit too far, but like that. You see, I'm using a toothpick. Then kind of give it a little like that. So I'm quite happy with him like that. Then you can use edible paint or glue, or not glue, edible gel color, or you can use a edible pen. Give it a little kind of like a eyebrows. Right, then, okay, I'm quite happy with him. Then what I want to do is I will do the same, kind of like find the middle point, kind of there. Do that so that it sit on there nicely. Then there's some water. And then put him on. Sometimes, because the neck is still quite fresh, when you're doing things to it, the neck might squash a little. You see, he is already taller, slightly taller than her because I have added the neck. But it's okay. If your neck gets squashed later, before it dry, take the head back out and then wait for the neck dry before you put him on. Okay, now we're gonna move on. Oh, actually, ears. So her face is bigger than him. Okay, let's give him some funky ears, I guess. Right. So get some paste. Roll up ball. It's a bit sticky. Might put some corn flour on. Cut it in half. Am I still in frame? Yep. Cut it in half like this. Slightly flatten it. Bit small, I think, but it's okay because he's cute. I mean, you can give him a bigger ears when you guys are doing it. Then you could like line it up with the eye there and there. So pinch it a little. Right, let me see. You want it the same level? Okay. Oh, thank you, Alicia. And then get some brown. Wow, this is kind of quite tough. Right, I'm going to soften it first. Okay, roll our ball. So measure it and see if you have enough paste. Okay. So I think I'm okay with that. Same again. Do that. If you want to learn different hairstyle, I think there are a couple of other sugar artists. They have online class for it, but it's pretty straightforward. You just do it in sections. That's the easiest way. Put some water all over. What paste am I using? I am using Saracino modeling paste. Okay, so now once I do that, kind of like you want it wrap around to the front. Then side parting, and then you kind of go pinch, 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 pinch. Then use the scissors. Like that. His neck got squashed a little bit, but still okay. Right, you kind of like you want to make sure the joints is pushed in. And you can give it a few more lines. Push the hair in a bit there. Push the hair there. Right, I think I might need to sort out his neck a little bit later, but I think it's okay for now. Then you want to kind of like this, make it pointy at the end, and then slightly flatten it. Then use a dressing tool. Wait. Do something like this. Then you probably add that to there. Same again to the other side. There's quite a lot of you here now. Hi for the people who just joined me. Okay. So this is a bit too long. Then I'm gonna cut it. Ooh. Kind of just pinch it there. And then I'm gonna stick this down properly. Right, so something like this. Okay, now we can now give him the bandages, which I have cut quite a few earlier. So I have used some white modeling paste. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to randomly drape it on him. Because it's kind of like Halloween, right? So I have some random bandages. So I will start from the back. I'll start from the middle first. Because I don't know where is this going to go. Like, how is it going to turn out? I just have this image in my head, so I was like, so randomly put, you don't want it too tight, because you still want to show off the work you have done just now, because otherwise if you cover it completely then you can't see the clothes underneath. And you can have some hanging down like that. And then continue over there. You can have like that hanging down. Have you seen like those kind of like sometimes it's in TikTok or sometimes it's in Facebook, like kids come up with loads of toilet roll paper on them? Kind of that kind of feeling I'm trying to achieve. You can have some there, kind of like that, hanging. then we have some there, some there. Like you want to drape it over. You don't want it too tight on the hand or on the body. So maybe that one go in between there then. I mean, you can have the strip thinner. So if you didn't cut it thin enough, you can stretch it a little. Oh. I think maybe the color is too cheerful. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So, something like that. Doesn't matter if the paste had broken. I'm just kind of like randomly bandaging him all over. I mean, even if you don't glue it down, you can just kind of like drape it. This paste is okay, it won't break. But it's just like some of the higher point, you will need to use some water to get it like stay. Okay, now I'm going to do his head. Or maybe make that actually longer. So let's put you some here. Oh, cover there. Stay. Now, okay, we can put some there, put some there. I'll just kind of put it on, let it do its thing. Oh. I mean, you can mummify him, like put loads and loads of bandages and you can't even see the face. But I'm just going to do kind of like a mischief? Did I say it right, that word? I don't know. Like, just like he's coming out, trying to scare you, but not scary at all. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. I think he is okay. I mean, this bit is quite boring because there's no technique to it, so you guys might be really bored. So continue to kind of entwine the paste. I mean, you can have broken bits like there, so it doesn't matter. Yes, Betty, you're right. It is fun to make this one. It's kind of like enjoy making it when you are doing stuff. So if you think like, oh, there's a big gap there, you can entwine it in between, tuck it behind, or you can break some. Okay, so I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Oh, I hide them. So there you go. Maybe have me smaller. Okay, I think that's better. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video and it's not too boring for you, and hopefully I will see you again next Friday. And I am working on some videos to put on my Patreon, so if you can support me, it will be amazing. Probably I will set up the Patreon £2 a month, and every month there is a new video, and I think the first one will be a Alice in Wonderland rabbit, the white rabbit. So that is how to say, it's in my head that what I want to do, but it's kind of like just never have enough time. So yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. See you again. If you like this video, please share, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And because, oh, actually I have filmed something for the YouTube channel, so hopefully that will be on YouTube maybe next week, because I'm still trying to upload all the videos from Facebook onto YouTube. Once that is in time with what I'm doing now, then there will be more video on YouTube. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.